Now on WISN 12 News.
Tonight we could be in for a stormy evening. Severe weather heading our way right now. You can see it here on Doppler 12 radar. Meteorologist Sally Severson is tracking the storm. Sally, the biggest threat is flash flooding.
It is, and we've had between about 3 and 7 inches of rain falling.
Thank you, Sally. Our big story tonight, a man strips naked, then carjacked someone at a local park and ride. Officers shot and killed the suspect following a chase that went through 2 counties. 12 News' Ben Hutchinson talked to a witness who saw that carjacking go down.
You're sitting in your truck, you look out your window, and what did you see?
A man naked walking the park and ride at about 12:40 in the afternoon.
Police investigated several crime scenes. First, the Meadowbrook Park and Ride where the carjacking happened. Then after a 25-mile pursuit along I-94, the chase ended in Johnson Creek. Officers eventually used stop sticks to blow out the suspect's tires. The Waukesha County Sheriff says the man pointed a gun out the window at one point. He then got out of the car with the gun in this Arby's parking lot. When he refused orders to stop running, officers opened fire, killing him. A Waukesha County Sheriff's deputy with 19 years of experience and a Delafield police officer with 22 years of experience were involved in the shooting. Both are on paid administrative leave, which is standard procedure. The case is being handled by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department.
The public needs to stand up for themselves.
That's Lynn Kirk speaking. She's one of 3 people that a group of teens pepper sprayed, punched, and tried to rob, according to police. As Adrian Peterson explains, Lynn sat in court today feeling sorry for her alleged attacker.
I'm scarred and scared of noises for a while now.
Now, we're not naming the 13-year-old nor showing her face because she is a minor. She was supposed to enter a plea today, but the judge granted a delay so that she could be evaluated by doctors. Grafton police are asking for the public's help after a suspicious man approached kids at Lime Kiln Park. Police say a man talked to the kids ages 11 through 13 as they fished yesterday afternoon. First offering to help them detangle a fishing line, then offering to take them to a better fishing spot. They refused both times. Police say he had a dog with him and was wearing a therapy dog and training vest. Anyone who has information about this should call the Grafton police. Well, nearly 2.5 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks, and still no sign of a missing Racine County woman. The search continues for Lynn Rickard. The Racine County Sheriff's Office released photos showing today's search by horseback. Rickard, who is 59, disappeared from her Kansasville home on June 25th. Investigators believe she's suffering from a mental illness and other medical issues. In retrospect, maybe he would have done things differently. That's the message from Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr.
Someone sent me an email. I can't help what someone sends me. You know, I read it, I responded accordingly, and if there was something interesting there, I think it's pretty common.
Trump Jr. spoke tonight in an interview with Sean Hannity of Fox News. That interview comes just hours after the president's oldest son released copies of emails that led to his meeting with a Russian attorney earlier. Trump Jr. said he didn't know what the meeting was about, but the subject line of the email states Russia Clinton. And in the email, it says this is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump.
Did you tell your father anything about this?
No. It was such a nothing. There was nothing to tell.
Also at the meeting, then campaign manager Paul Manafort and Jared Kushner. We will have more in our second half hour on this story. Now to Commitment 2018 election coverage. A Milwaukee businessman has launched his campaign for governor. 60-year-old Andy Gronick is running as a Democrat. The political newcomer lives in Fox Point with his wife and 2 children. He says he'll fight to restore collective bargaining rights to public workers and stop the expansion of the private school voucher program. The election is in November of next year. 2 people, including 1 child, are recovering after a fall from a second-story home tonight. It happened near 21st and Keefe just before 6 o'clock tonight. You can see the broken balcony railing on the ground at the scene. Police say an adult and a child were taken to a hospital. Neighbors tell us that they are okay. A 43-year-old woman has died in a crash involving a pickup truck and a semi in Dodge County. It happened overnight on U.S. Highway 151 in the town of Calamus. A 27-year-old Iowa man was driving the pickup, towing a trailer with a race car inside when he hit the back of the semi. He and the semi driver were not hurt, but his passenger was killed. Her name will be released tomorrow. A man in Greenfield is accused of torching his family's home and then watching it burn. This is what's left of the home near 46 in Botsford. After the fire last night, neighbors say a man who lived there came outside to watch right after the fire started. Police arrested the man on charges of arson and recklessly endangering safety. No one, though, was hurt. A state appeals court upheld a $39 million jury verdict in the fatal O'Donnell parking garage incident from 2010. 15-year-old Jared Kellner died when a concrete slab fell on him as he walked to Summerfest. The Court of Appeals said today that the builder's insurance is only responsible for $10 million and not the full amount, going against a lower court ruling. Former Green Bay Packers running back Ahman Green is heading to trial. He's charged with disorderly conduct and child abuse. Green appeared in Brown County Circuit Court for a continued initial appearance. Investigators say Green admitted to hitting his 15-year-old daughter last month while fighting with her because she refused to wash dishes. The former running back remains free on bond. Phelps the dog, rescued from a Milwaukee lagoon, is back home with his family tonight. Last week, a police officer went into 8 feet of water to save the 8-year-old poodle who went into the lagoon twice. The Milwaukee Animal Control Commission cared for the dog until his owner could be found, calling him Phelps after Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps. Phelps is back home tonight after his owner came forward yesterday. His actual name, though, is Brownie. While some Olympic bids are about to be handed out, the chances of the Olympics returning to the U.S. are looking up. We know which city, but when is a mystery. And a renovation project uncovered quite a find, the treasure trove of vintage wine.
We're not gonna have a conversation?
No! Okay. You gonna put these off my arms or you be
And new video of actor Shia LaBeouf's recent arrest, the warning he's caught making on camera.